Hello everyone, this is Gautami. Welcome to my YouTube channel Gautami Tech Skills. In this Python series, today we are going to learn what are data types in Python. Let's begin. Data types represents the type of data we are going to store in a variable and determines what operations can be done on it. Since everything is an object in Python programming, Python data types are classes and variables are instances, nothing but objects of these classes. There are different types of built-in data types in Python. Numeric, dictionary, boolean, set, sequence type. Numeric data type is further divided into integer data type, float data type and complex data type. Sequence data type further divided into string data type, list data type and tuple data type. Let's discuss all these data types in practical. First, we will discuss a numeric data types. The first data type present in the numeric data type here is integer data type. Integer data types are represented using int. When we can say the data is an integer, let's have an example. X is equal to 67. When you are writing these kind of data, that type of data we can say it as a integer data type. I already said that Python can understand what type of data the user is storing in the variable. So, to see the output, we will make use of the function called type function. Type function will tell what type of data stored in the variable. Let's see what is the data type stored in this variable x. For printing, we will make use of the function called print function. Use type function for knowing the data type and give the variable name. Run the cell. You can see the output as int. Integers are represented by int and all the data types are classes. Since everything is an object in Python programming, Python data types are classes and variables are instances, nothing but objects of these classes. Here the data is a class, whereas variable is an object, which is nothing but instance of a class. This is one type of data called integer data type in the numeric. Let's have one more data type called a float data type. Float data type is represented like float. How the data will be when we will say it as a float data type? Let z is equal to 45.78. When the number with a decimal point, that kind of data we can say it as a float data type. To display the type of data that we stored in this variable, we have to use a type function. Let's print it. Print function, inside this use type function and give the variable name and run the cell. Now you can see float. We already said that data types and all defined by using a class, and this data is a class and this variable is an object for this class. We can also say it as a float data type when there is a character followed by the number, that is e, we can say it as a float data type. Let's print this type using a type function. Just give the variable name as d and run this. It is also type of float only. If it is a small case, if it is a capital case, is also a float data type only. Let's discuss one more numeric data type called complex data type represented with complex. If it looks like an expression called a plus bj, then we can call it as a complex data type. Example, c is equal to 4 plus 6j. Here this is an expression having a numeric data type. Either you can have an integer data type or float data type. Now I am going to print it as a type of C. Run this cell, you can see it's a complex. Here the 4 represents a real value, a 6 represents an imaginary value. How can we get it separate? Using a property called real for getting the real values. If you want to get the imaginary values, use a property called image. Let's print it. Print of, in the variable c, I need to get only the real value. Use a real. If you want to print only the imaginary value present in the c variable, use image. Just run it, you can see, so it is going to treat it like a float value. If we are giving an integer values also, when you are separating the real value and imaginary value, we are going to get it as a float values only. Can we able to form a complex data type using the numeric data types? Yes, by using a function called complex function. Let us create a variable called z is equal to, use a complex function and give two numbers whatever we like, 34 and 8, and I am going to print this z variable and also print the type of z variable. Now I am running this cell. See, while giving these numbers, we can able to form the complex data type, and the z variable is storing a complex data type. So these are the 3 data types present in the numeric data type: integer, float and complex. In the next video, we are going to discuss other data types. Hope you like this video. Kindly share my video and comment below. If you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe and click the bell icon for more notifications. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.